welcome back to my channel. Today I'm having tacos. I got some flat ones also. I can't pick it up too far because I don't want to be a mess. So I'm going to keep it like this. Yes. Ooh. I'm tired. I don't know if I'm gonna get any tomatoes today. I might get a fruit piece. I probably get a fruit pieces. Not much. Not much. I got to scoop with that fork and that spoon. Scoop my stuff. Woo! How y'all doing today? I'm a little heart. Heart. Woo! Let me pray. Praise God, it's good. And we thank Him for this food. Best food comes from the our Lord Jesus' name. Best one don't have to eat of the best of purify everything. I'll take out Jesus' name. Pray. Amen. Amen. Oh, I'm tired. I dropped my taco shells and broke them, but I always break them anyway. Most of the time y'all see me eat taco, I break them. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just like them flat. Trying to find me a good dipping for my tacos. Something I want to dip. They had these tortilla little dipping things one time. Cause when you bite them, they fall all the pieces anyway. It makes such a mess. I'm amazed at that taco. Wouldn't eat tacos for nothing in the world.
Talk stuff about them.
Then who eat that rabbit food? Nobody's there. My friend, Taco Bell. Taco Bell. I think you're going to get some nutrition, some strength. And then Katie told me, try it. Mama, try them. Just try them. Well, I'm not trying them. I tried them. We cooked them myself. Now, I can't eat Taco Bell because I know they got chicken taco. But because how they keep on, how it's the risk of them putting it on the grill.
Cross-contamination.
Yeah, cross-contamination. So I'm scared they might do the beef and it together. And I could have allergic reaction. What was I thinking, Katie? I used my phone that I wrote on to read it to you. And I'm videotaping.
Go out memory as much as you can.
Okay. Today's talk time, we're going to talk about reality TV catfishing. Some people got catfish. And we're going to talk about that, 90 Day Fiance. And you may not know about it because you may not look at it. But just listening to how people get catfish, and you'll see, it's what you think about catfishing. You know about catfishing. I guess everybody know about catfishing. I wrote it down, but what the hell? Not good. Get out of here. I'm falling in. Get you some in here. And if I wrote down, I want to make sure I remember all of them names. The first one I want to talk about is Yolanda, or 90 Day Fiance. She was a miller, but no, she was I think she was in her 60s. And she met this guy online. Yeah, was she in her 60s? She met this guy online. And he showed her, gave her pictures of his fatigue and how good he looked. Using another name and everything. And Yolanda was sending money to him. And she's supposed to be going there to meet him. She had been talking to him for a long time. And she had older kids. Teenage kids. I'm talking older kids. That 16, 17, 18 years old. And Her daughter said, "Mama, I don't think you should," her sister, "I don't think you should go over there and meet him because you don't even know who he is." And every time you want to go meet him, he always make an excuse. They thought he was, catfishing her. She said, "No, he's in love with me and he won't do this to me," and blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to ask Caitlin what she think about catfishing in that situation with an older woman, and you don't see him, but they're catfishing you. You online, you think it's real. See, online stuff, you don't know what's real, what's not real. But you're hoping and praying that it's real. And then you think you're in love, and people fall in love online. So that's how sometimes they get cat. Sometimes it's real, but sometimes they get catfished. But her situation, Caitlin, that when it was time for her to go meet him, he won't set up nothing for her to go meet him. She was going to pop in. Her daughter said, "Well, if you do go, I'm going with you because you're not going way over there, another country by yourself." What do you think about sending money to people and a chance that you could be catfished?
I wouldn't send money to people even if I know I won't being catfish. I think it's ridiculous. I wouldn't do it.
So if it turned out to be real, and you talk to them on the phone or video or FaceTime them, would you still send money to need help?
Nope. I could have met them in person and know they were real. I still won't send money to them.
Okay.
Because just because you ain't being catfish don't mean you ain't being scammed.
That's right. That's right.
And if you in a situation where you gotta send somebody money constantly, or either you gotta send them money to help them take care of them, what's the point of being with them?
Yeah, because if you was in a relationship, and the first thing, before you can get in a relationship good, the first thing money starts getting involved. That's a red flag. I think it's a red flag because I always said, how in the world people get head like that? But there's a whole lot of people that people get over on like that.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I don't care if you can call people on the phone and you can say, "This is LifeLock, and I'm going door to door trying to sell LifeLock security, and this ain't LifeLock for real because I ain't got no promotion." But anyway, I'm using an example. And I'm going from door to door sell LifeLock security for anyone that in the neighborhood so they can feel safe. All it costs is $49.99. They love that 99 for some reason. $49.99 to get it started, and you pay $29.99 a month, but you gotta pay $150 up front. I don't know what it is, but people really do get trapped with that. And you'd be surprised how much money they get. Not only that, what about you think about phone scam? When people calling people and doing the same type thing, tell them to send them extra amount of dollars, where to send it to, and versus the one they send and tell you go to the bank and cash this into your account, wait 3 days and all this stuff. I don't care who you are. I really don't feel like people do it. Casey, she's not on good on catfish. But we're going to talk in general about reality TV and in the real world of how people get had. With everything going on this day and time, to me, sometimes a red flag should go up. But
some people don't see red flag.
Some people are real trusting. They're real trusting. They don't feel, they don't see the red flag. They feel like, they really do feel like they're not going to get me. What about Caesar? Caesar used to do, Caesar was worked in a nail salon. And I didn't know Caesar might be more than some dough. Caesar sent this woman over $3,000 way before he even met her. He sent her something. She was from Ukraine. And he sent her some of everything. And all he was doing was nails. Caesar went over there for a ring to propose to her. Now, would you buy a ring for somebody before you meet her?
Mm-mm.
He bought a ring to propose to her. Oh, it was so sweet. We got this expensive hotel out on the waterfront. And he had it set up so they bring the ring out and everything. When he told him, when he knew, I don't know how to set it up. They sat out at the waterfront, look on the, oh, it was so beautiful. She never showed up. She never showed up. He cried. Caesar got had every time he went. And for some reason, he loved Ukrainian women. If not Ukrainian, he don't want them.
I couldn't do 90-day fiance anyway because the success rate of those couples is very low.
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, they are scamming them. Women and men, they're scamming. They're scamming 9 times out of 10. Look at Chantel and Pedro.
Oh, Lord,
all
let's
the way
talk about
up.
that. Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you, he actually had me fooled. I thought for sure. I said, you know what? What I thought was, I really did think it started off as a scam. This is what I was thinking before everything happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought he really fell in love with her. I think he came with the intent to scam her, but he fell in love with her along the way. No, he didn't, because when he didn't have no real valid reason for why he wanted to break up with her. All of a sudden, and look, he's not dumb. His mama was a attorney. She's a lawyer, so she knew. Okay, don't make the red flags go up. But soon your dates come, you go and divorce. No, he knew exactly how long to wait. When he got the green light, he left her so fast and made her head spin. And it's not like he just was like, oh, it was just like a gradual thing. It was a complete shock to her. It's like he did a complete 180. And for you to really fall in love with somebody, you can't do that. If he really loved her, it's no way in the world he could have just cut them feelings completely off and moved over his life as fast as he did.
Exactly.
He did not love her from the get-go. He played that role. He played her. And everybody laughed at Chantel mama. But she was right. She was right in what she said. She knew. She saw him coming. Yeah, even when we be like, oh, it's been all this time, she's still on that. Because I read a post on Instagram. It said, your mama always can see the bad boyfriend and the bad friend way before you can. And that was true when it came to her. She saw it. And Chantel didn't want to believe it because Chantel was head over heels in love.
Oh, yes.
Even when her friend told her that you was a scam. This was a set. It wasn't catfish. Catfish means you present yourself as something online that you're not. Like you using somebody else's picture and all that stuff, and that's not really you. That's a catfish. She wasn't catfish. She was scammed. She was scammed. They set her up for him to get over here. He thought for sure he was going to get his mama and his sister over here. But when they came, they didn't have all their eggs in a row because it wasn't going to happen. Because even when he became a citizen, he had been a citizen for so many years before he burned her own wall. Either Chantel would have to agree. And she already told her, I'm not agreeing for your family coming over. See, they moved a little too fast. They should have still played nice with her until they got everything they wanted.
Yeah,
but they showed them they couldn't even act right long enough to get what they really wanted. And they showed themselves before they could even get over here. And so she was like, "No, your parents, your sister and your mama ain't coming over here."
How you gonna show hate to man just scam them to get over here? And know they ain't gonna like you because you done wrong, fighting and stuff. Remember fight?
Most of them relationships end up just like that. I don't even care if you see them and they together for a year or 2 or 3. Nah, that person got something they trying to do. I ain't gonna say every single one, but when you look at the percentage, I wouldn't take that chance.
But Karen was smart though. She knew someone right. She had a trust for all her kids. He knew about the trust. He thought him get that money. Time fast. She did one for all and all for one. She said we stand together as a family. I laughed because we got to leaving her. Ain't had sex with her for what? A year? Was the year? And then he ended up leaving, going to get his own apartment and all that stuff. He already got money out the bank account with her, without her even knowing they're going to try to take her to court. Talking about she was stealing money from him. And what I understand is, how he paid for her education? I don't know how he paid for her education. She had more money than he had. He cleared out her family. He paid for her education, though. One way. I think Chantel is still going through a hard time behind this right now. I read her post on Instagram, and she's struggling right now with it.
Oh, I believe it. I mean, because she really loved him. And
she loved him, man.
She really stood beside. She really did. She said it. She said she really didn't think he was going to do her like that. She didn't. She said her family was telling her mama, everybody was telling her, but she really didn't believe that he was going to do her like that. And it you got to get over, before you even hear, you got to get over the fact that, oh, I got egg in my face.
I know that's right.
I don't know. Nobody said when something like that happens, you got to get over the embarrassment before you can even do anything else. And I think she's still struggling to get over the embarrassment of what he did to her.
And you know it had to be a scam. Look how pretty she is. Even though he just married a lot of them just marrying women, and you can clearly see they don't want them women. Clearly see. But she pretty. His sister said it. She won't lie. That he was having sex with the other girl when he was coming home. I believe it.
One thing raised a red flag to me was they was on like this it wasn't a tell-all, but it was like on one of them shows afterwards, Bear Off. And he told her, he had her believing that she took his virginity. I'm like, come on now. I didn't believe that the moment I heard that. I said, oh yeah, he ran game on her. Because you know good well that she did not take that boy virginity and all the other stuff. No, I don't. He was targeted. Oh, man told her the whole thing.
Yeah, he said she was targeted.
And then this was old. Genuine friendship with her. And he wanted to come clean because he knew you best believe he knew the end plan was Pedro leaving her. Yeah. He knew eventually it was gonna happen. So that was his way of, well, let me warn her. And I really don't believe he thought that she was gonna really fully believe him enough to leave him. But I think when people like, if I call you my friend, like, because he was their friend first. But I think he really grew fond of Chantel. And I think he had some guilt of being her friend and knowing that this was going on. So I feel like when he told her, he was like, okay, I can tell you now and I can move forward with you because my conscience is clear.
Exactly.
Whether you believe me or not,
Mm-hmm.
whether you believe me or not, I don't think he said it to think, oh, I'm gonna break them up. I don't think that was his goal. I think his goal was to clear his conscience to continue his friendship with her.
He ain't messy. Mm-hmm.
And so now she can look, because they still was friends. Even after he told her about Pedro called him a liar, all this stuff, she still was friends with him.
Mm-hmm.
And I said that was his go ahead. I feel like it was the right thing to do. Because if I know, like, say I'm friends with somebody, like I'm friends, and I meet a third person through them,
Mm-hmm.
but I know our mutual friend did something wrong to you,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's right for me to stay silent.
Mm-hmm.
If we all now call ourselves friends,
Mm-hmm.
I will not be a genuine friend to keep that person secret.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, different.
One of the other had happened. Either I can't be really I'm not gonna get close enough to you to become your friend, so I can be loyal to the original friend.
Mm-hmm.
But if it comes to the point where I feel like I want to side with you more than I'm going to tell the truth and let the chips fall where they may.
Mm-hmm. Her conscious.
Because I don't think if I became friends with somebody and I found out that they knew something that important about me and they didn't tell me, I won't be friends with them no more.
But my thing is, after all of that, you think his parents, his mama, his sister, ever can get over here? Not only that, if they come back on for another season, are they gonna bring them jokers back on there with them? Now that's a slap in the face. I quit first because I won't be on TV with his family no more. They would not.
They wouldn't make
off of that name.
They wouldn't make another damn off me.
How?
And that's probably why the show ain't came back on yet, because she ain't gonna go on that show if he's on there. Cause I would do. You think I'm allow you to accumulate wealth over here off of me after what all you did to me? No. Get your own show. Put him on the show by himself.
Exactly. You can't even get no doggone comments and likes on Instagram. So what kind of show he gonna do? Or who likes his mama and sister? His sister. Oh, come on, my beauty queen. I ain't ugly. That was Chantel. She's going over the Dominican. Trying to go up there, be one the Miss Dominica, whatever they are. When they got her face done, got her boobs done and everything. And that guy, Nicole Hockey, whatever he thought she's never gonna win. He took her money, was training her, and knew she won't win.
Yeah.
Well,
it's sad.
It is sad.
It's sad that, and like I said, I would never do any kind of dating like that. But I understand why people choose the online date.
Why you think?
And stuff like that, because you're trying to reach people. Sometimes, especially in certain situations, you might feel like maybe your soulmate ain't near you. And that's still the way of reaching out to them.
You don't think that's that fantasy?
But, I mean, you've had people that had success stories. They met online. They've been married 20 years, 10 years, 15 years. Everything worked out good. But on the same spectrum, you heard the complete opposite horror stories of people meeting online.
I knew it.
So, I mean, it's a toss-up in the air. But I definitely wouldn't do no international dating online, because you don't even know what you can get with local dating online. What's the likelihood of you having successful international? And that's just my thought process. I don't fault nobody that do it. I actually had somebody recommend me to do it, to get out there, because that's the way you getting out there and meeting people and all that stuff.
I bet it was the older person.
No, it wasn't. More young people do online dating than older people. A lot of people do online dating. A lot of college students do online dating. That's really what it's geared towards. You have these apps now, they're not geared towards older people. They're geared towards younger people. Most of them are hookup apps anyway. You really not looking for nothing long term. You're just looking for hookups. What? But like I said, you see too much. I was on TikTok because I stay on TikTok. I was on TikTok the other day and I saw where somebody was doing online dating and the guy killed her. And they was talking about how it happens a whole lot. People do not talk about how many times online dating leads to women being attacked and murdered? But it happens a lot. Like, if you really do your research, it does. Like, the killer, he was caught in Northern Virginia. They call him the shopping cart killer.
Oh, yeah.
He was a serial killer, but he was meeting the women online. Mm-hmm. But they don't talk about it, and I feel like a lot of this stuff, I feel like if somebody getting paid, because a lot of these killings and stuff happen through dating sites. Mm-hmm. And it made me think about the Craigslist killer.
I remember
that. You remember the Craigslist killer? Mm-hmm. And when they came out and they called him the Craigslist killer, if you really think about it, Craigslist went downhill after that. That negative publicity from a serial killer finding his victims on Craigslist site really hurt Craigslist. Because Craigslist, back for those who too young, I don't know, you might not know, but back in the day, Craigslist was huge. Mm-hmm. Craigslist, you did some everything. You sold stuff, you was dating, jobs posted on Craigslist. Craigslist was a very huge site, and it was like on the steamroll to become even more. But I really think that Craigslist killer thing really halted and hurt Craigslist.
Okay.
So I'm like, is somebody getting paid to like not talk about these dating sites, like what's going on, like how people are getting murdered from dating sites? Because a lot of people, like a lot of mainstream media, don't talk about all these killings that's coming from these sites. They won't talk about it, but it is happening a lot, and it's like, to me. And yeah, they get them disclaimers up there to be safe, all that stuff. Of course, them sites put that up there. But at the same time, I mean, it's like, you really can't avoid it, though. Because anytime you mingle with somebody and you don't know them, even if you know them, you never know what can happen. So, I mean...
You think it's desperate to find love?
I'm not going to say desperate. I think sometimes people get stuff for try. It's not... What's the difference between... meet somebody online and going to date them, or let somebody set you up with a blind date.
That's true.
There's no chance. You take a chance. If I see you in the store,
chance by chance.
If I see you in the grocery store and you say, "Oh, well, let's go on a date," yeah, I might know your face is your face because I see you in person, but I know nothing about you. So, I mean, what's the difference?
You're right, though. I'm thinking. You can know somebody all your life almost and still don't know.
Yeah.
All your life you can trust them and still ain't got nothing. You can know them all your life.
Yeah, that's the truth. But like I said, I mean, even if the only thing, the difference with dating online is the potential of being catfish. Like, am I really talking to the person that I'm talking to? Because like we watch a YouTube couple, they met online. They married now, met online. So but and she told the story that she was talking to him and they were supposed to do like a FaceTime, and his camera wasn't working. And she said, if the next time we try to do it, she was telling one of her friends, if the next time we try to do a FaceTime and his camera ain't working, I'm not gonna talk to him more, because you got that fear of, oh, is this person that really who they claim to be? That's why they don't want to do a FaceTime.
Exactly.
So, but he ended up doing it. And then she said when she went to meet him in person the first time, she said somebody went with her, which is smart.
That's right.
But it's like, so, I mean, you do have, like...
a level of fear.
But if you're smart about it, you can
protect yourself.
And there's ways to try to do it. That's why I said, yes, FaceTime. If we move to that next stage where we're not going to talk... I feel like when you get to the point where you're talking outside of the app, okay, now let's FaceTime each other. Okay, once we FaceTime each other, the next step is we need to meet up. But when I meet up, I'm not coming by myself. We meet in a public place and somebody gonna be there with me. Even if they ain't sitting at our table and we meet at Chili's, I'm gonna have my friend in the booth behind me, so can hear everything going on, and I'm not going away with you.
And I'll be there 30 minutes before I tell them meet me.
But
so I can watch it.
But it's just like it's precautions you can put in place. So that's why I said some people, when they get scammed, it's like they don't have. I think they don't have those precautions in place. They're not thinking like that, or that's when they're desperate for love and they see the red flags, but they just gonna keep going with it. Like, we supposed to FaceTime, and every time we supposed to FaceTime, something come up. You still talking to this person? No. If we FaceTime and every time you try to FaceTime, something wrong with that. I'm moving on. I ain't talking to you more. So I mean, it's. I do think you can find love online or something like that. It is no different then somebody setting you up because you do not know who that person is
You got
that
that
you're
right.
being set up with.
You take a risk of
That person probably don't really know who that person is that they're setting you up with. They can meet somebody in the gym. I got a friend that I think they talk to in 5 minutes. I got a friend that I think would be good for you. Don't know that person for nothing. They call you, be like, girl, I just met your future husband. What's the difference to being online? What? It's no difference to meet somebody online than when you being set up with people or either meeting people randomly. It's no difference.
I can't do it because I'm telling you right now. Katie said back in the day, she said, I was nosy. I ain't nosy. I'm curious and precautious. I want to make sure. Cause my children, had my daughter came home and told me, my friend told me, her daughter told her, I would have had a fit. And it wouldn't have been no ifs and buts about it, because I would have followed her. I put a GPS on her car. She met this guy from Africa online. They had been talking for I don't know how long, but long enough that he gonna come over here. So sure enough, she ain't gonna tell her parents, but now she grown now. I mean, she grown, so I guess grown people feel like they do what they want to do. They don't need no advice from the parents. So he set the date. He come over here to see her and everything. So she thought, okay, so she gonna meet up with him. He don't want to meet her. He want to meet her in a hotel. She ain't seen him in real life. She don't really know nothing about him. And he wants to meet her at a hotel. But for some reason, I think they kind of like did something to a male thing. So she said something to her mom. Excuse me. So her mom said, oh no, we're going to get your dad involved with this. And I know mom real good. What school we friends now? So they, oh no, I don't care how old she is. She ain't meet no man in no hotel. She ain't never seen their life. And coming from Africa too, we going with her. So she went for to meet him. And sure enough, he was not who he's supposed to be. And good thing her parents went with him, went with her. So I don't think I'd get catfished if I was single, because I'm too funny. And I think I don't know what it is. I just feel like I got a problem with trusting. I got to know. I got to think I know you, feel like I know you enough to even open up the door, let the walls down, even trust you anyway. That's just, I don't care who it is, female, male, friendship, however it be. I got to find if that is, if I feel like in my heart I can trust that person. That's the way I feel. Because as growing up when I was younger, I seen a whole lot of different things, and I done seen I done heard a whole lot of horror stories from my friends and stuff. And back then, you know, we wasn't allowed to date when we were younger. But my friends, some of them was allowed to date and go out places when they were younger. But I don't know about this catfishing. But my daughter always say, oh, we can prank you. Yes, she pranked me one time. Oh, she got me one good time. Yes, good me. Yeah, she got me one good time. But catfishing, Cause I'm telling you right now, I feel like when they tell me, oh, they holler at you. I just think people just say what they want to say to get to where they want to get to. That's in the back of my mind. It ain't got no do no size, none of that stuff, color, none of that stuff. People see people for who they are and what they want to go after. And I just feel like I can't do it. I can't do it. Well, I'm gonna let y'all go, but comment down below if you know a catfish story. And share your catfish story.
Or if you ever did online dating.
Or if you ever did online dating, how did it come out? You know how it come out. Tell us about your story. You might have a good story to tell. Tell us about your story. Y'all see my hair there? I ain't did into it, but I took the head off today, but I'm gonna put it back on anyway. But until next time, I talk to y'all later.